So thanks everyone for joining us here in Hawthorne. Thank you specifically to Anna for joining us from Johnson Space Center. And
yeah, but is it like episode 3 or episode 4?
I'm afraid I'm not sure.
We're both just lost here, aren't we?
Yes, we wear diapers. When we go out on a spacewalk, that lasts 8 hours. And the prep for a spacewalk is another 3 hours in front of that. And if I didn't have a diaper, I would die.
3, 2, 1, and action.
Light up your face with gladness. Hide any trace of sadness.
We have breaking news from the Pentagon. The Department of Defense says it has received, quote, serious allegations of misconduct against Arizona Senator Mark Kelly.
Now, some of you watching tonight did not vote for me.
This is real footage of a gorilla chasing an astronaut around on the International Space Station. But it's not a real gorilla. You see, back in 2016, the astronaut Scott Kelly was aboard the ISS when his twin brother Mark, who was also a NASA astronaut, called him up and told him that he would be sending him a gorilla suit to prank the other astronauts with. He was sent one aboard a SpaceX rocket, but
we seem to be getting out of the space. I mean, as we sit here, your twin brother, who is also an astronaut, is about to go into space.
For a year.
For a year. 2015. So we haven't completely gotten out of the space business, but more or less we're drawing down what seems to be the nation's longstanding commitment.
You'll see the sun come shining through for you.
Kelly is one of the 6 Democratic senators, all of whom served in the military or intelligence community, who now say they're facing...
Sedition! We found out through a post from the official Department of War account, Department of Defense, saying that they received these serious allegations about Mark Kelly and said that a thorough review of these allegations has been initiated to determine further actions, which may include recall to active duty for court-martial proceedings or administrative measures. And these are violations, they are saying, of the Uniform Code of Military Justice. Now, what they are citing specifically as potential violations of that in that code is a prohibiting of actions intended to interfere with the loyalty, morale, or good order and discipline of the armed forces. Any violations will be addressed through appropriate legal channels.
Now, when I was at NASA, we would train for 2 years for a space shuttle mission. 2 years of being in the space shuttle simulator and flying and training, and 2 years of focusing on the details. 2 years
and
before we were on the launch pad,
here is how
ready to go.
Senator Kelly, who of course is now at the center of this Pentagon report, here's how he responded to the enhanced threat environment over the weekend.
This doesn't feel like a typical election night.
Of course, Kelly knows the idea of political violence firsthand. Of course, his wife is Gabby Giffords, who was shot back in, I believe, 2011 at a political event.
I fell for an astronaut.
To his words, Hegseth added Kelly's conduct brings discredit upon the armed forces and will be addressed appropriately. So while the initial post doesn't really make clear what these serious allegations of misconduct were, Hegseth kind of expanded on that, and it does appear to be directly related to that social media video from Democrats.
Sedition! 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 Sedition!
Today I want to demonstrate what happens when you cry in space, because
Irving, at
I cry
NASA,
all the time.
What I learned from Gabby is there's nothing.
It's still worthwhile if you just smile. Thank you. Thank you very much. It was lovely to hear you.
And this hasn't been a typical year. And that's why tonight, it's not about celebrating.
We've been cleared for takeoff.
As astronauts, you might think we're like super people and that we never need to eat, or we never need to go to the bathroom, and or we never need to shower. But
burps and broccoli, belches.
Take care, fisherman in a box.
Yeah.